This is the first time we've run Independence Day in November, and we've partnered with National Eye Care Group to run a combined event.
We're looking at independent sectors, both of us. We're joined together to make hopefully a bigger and better event, and it seems to be successful. We've got lots of people who have come both yesterday and today who've not been to either event before.
We could see that with the optical calendar being as busy as it is now, particularly with the big two trade shows right at the beginning of the year, that you can't have 4 different independent events going on.
But because we were looking at similar types of people, we were working with similar suppliers, it made sense to bring them together to reduce the number of events, but also meant we can actually do a bigger and better event.
And it was just a logical step. They had a successful event yesterday. Certainly numbers are up on their conference, our numbers are up on our conference, so it's pretty much a win-win for both of us, I think.
The industry supported it. I think the suppliers were really pleased that someone was actually taking action to reduce the number of events that they have to attend, because their staff have to come along to all these events as well, but also the costs. And they've been really good. They've sponsored us, they've supported the event really, really well. And as you can see, we've got a good mix of suppliers, and they're engaging, and the opticians are engaging with them. They're very pleased with the results of it.
People seem very optimistic about business, despite all the unknowns with Brexit and everything else. And they certainly seem to be enjoying our theme this year, very much focusing on retail and forgetting about being a professional and actually getting down to what really generates the revenue for most practices, and that is being retailers.
The theme of our conference was a digital response to a digital age. Everything's all digital, everything's technology. So we were just looking at how opticians could respond to that, use technology themselves and engage with their patients.
I think the biggest risk for the independent sector is that they can have a very professional approach to their optics and a very amateur approach to their retail sometimes.
Good point.
And I think you need to be professional retailers now as well as professional opticians. So if you're collecting 36 points on your CET for your optics, go get 36 points on how to develop your business as well.
If you speak to certain people, they say, oh, the independents are declining, and you look at the overall figures of number of independents, they are, but there's a core independent that's very, very strong and actually becoming stronger. So yes, there will be drop away, and there will be some practices that won't be with us within 2 or 3 years. But actually there are more and more practices now becoming strong. They're learning their lessons, they're changing with the times, they're using technology, they're engaging with their patients more. And as a result, they're ending up being quite a strong element of the optical industry. And I think in time, it will actually start to expand again, which is exactly what we want.
Be very strong about your concept. Find, as a small business, what is my niche? Find your place in the market and do that really, really well. I bet you there's a room for you to be proper successful.
This time next year there'll be Mark II. We'll learn from some of the things we've done this year and hopefully carry on growing bigger and better event to support the independent practices.
The 5th and the 6th of November. Next year, NEG will be on the 5th and we'll be on the 6th. Venue still to be determined. Whether we'll be back into the Metropole, I don't know. We will see how that goes. But certainly next year, 5th and 6th of November, I think there'll be fireworks.